Shalom, this is Ashar Bar Yasharella out of the Lions Den camp located in Jezreel, Florida. First and foremost, I would like to give our praises and honor and glory to the Father and the Son in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. Call Halayim Allah, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, Bashem Harakah Kodash Ma'amath. Also, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Double honors to our apostles as well down here in the Lions Den camp as well. Hard won by Sarala. Peace and blessing 1/3. And salutations to those for elect. It's gonna be a quick lesson just going on not holding your sword back and not hiding your light. A simple lesson for any brother or even sister or child. But mostly for the brothers, of course. That's what we're looking for. The 144,000 hopeful elect. The men out of the nation of Israel. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds, i.e., are people that look like the other nations, but truly go back to the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But nonetheless, these are the times where we're in a time of grace, where we are, we're not under the persecution, or it's like you. We're in a time of grace where, we're not going to get, our heads chopped up for, you're not going to die for the sins that we are committing actively, not, and of course, against our will, because we're not perfect beings. All right. But nonetheless, if you know better, you're going to do better. And especially being in the truth, you're going to wake up your people as well, So waking up our people to the fact that they are the true Israelites according to the scriptures, it really only take, reach one, teach one, because out of 1,000 people, who knows, it's probably only one, It says in the scriptures, two of a household, one of a city. One of a city, two. Let me get it. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. It says, "Turn, O backsliding children, says the Lord Yahweh, for I am married unto you." The Lord Yahweh is our husbandman. All right, we ought to listen to everything He says, man. We are his woman, his wife, his servant, Yasharallah, Israel, his comely and delicate woman. That's what Israel is. It says, "And I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion." So kind, man. This is how the Lord is calling our people. He's calling one of a city, two of a household, man. He's not coming to take everybody with him. He's only coming to take a certain few. And out of them certain few, they're supposed to be the ones waking up our people. All right. All right, so this is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10. It says, "Cursed be if he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood." All right, so these are this is what you what you should not be doing in these times. Is doing this deceitfully, man. We're supposed to be honoring and worshiping the name Yahweh Bashem Shai with sincerity and truth. If you are doing this deceitfully, that's, of course, that's wrong, and the Lord is also going to judge you for that. All right. And it also says, "And cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood." All right. So we are the spiritual counterparts. We are a spiritual sword, man. We are his battle axe. We are his weapon of warfare. We are his mouthpieces that's on this earth right now, righteously dividing, truth, showing good from evil. All right. And so with that, we are Yahweh Bashem Shai's sword and his mouthpiece. You should not ever withhold that. Of course don't catch your pearls on the swine. But nonetheless, yeah, that's only for That's only for somebody you even know is swine, because it could be somebody you directly talking to, like say if Vocab came up, I don't know, a random heckler came up to you can ignore them, or you can talk to the camera for edification purposes. All right, because ultimately we want to wake up the elect. We don't want to wake up these uh well we want to wake up the elect. Most likely that scorner is not going to be the elect. Most likely. Just going off of how you looking. It's like saying Nate, Bishop Nate. That's one of the wicked Sadducee Pharisees. Is what I believe. I don't see him be like, oh, let's change their life around. About that time. Nah, you got time right now. This is literally like crunch time right now. So this is what you should be doing with your time. So the ones that hate Yahweh Shemashah, they're gonna keep doing their thing until it's like literally it's a wrap for them, and they can't do nothing else but go against the Lord. But yeah, Khan, we are the sword, man. The whole for elect. Yahweh is on part of that number. We are a sword. You're not supposed to do is work deceitfully. You're supposed to do it with sincerity and truth. And it says right here, this is Hebrews chapter 4:12. It says, "For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and it is a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart." All right, so this is the truth, man. Even some of our people can't even understand truth. They perceive truth as like just another part of society in reality, when it really is totally separate. It's a totally separate, thing from this place. You know, um, say someone like them, like people that say they woke. Obviously Israelites are woke in. We woke to the fact that America will be destroyed. Economic collapse. We are woken to all those facts in privacy. But these third eye people want to call themselves woke as well, but still be on some Sodom jump, still be on some Black Wall Street, and still call themselves black, and they want to build a community, and and they say God not real, He doesn't exist. The mother is your mother is a god, or you're a god, or if we got to an extent where we can still die. you know. They'll say all the wrong stuff. Chakras realign, universe. Yeah, nah. You're going down the whole wrong path. There's a creator and there's a creation. We are clearly the creations. We cannot do nothing but live in on this earth. We can't do nothing else outside of that other than maybe create or maybe destroy. Sometimes if they have the ability to create, but only to a certain extent. And only if the Lord even allows it, you can give it a go at any time. And the Lord is the discerner of that. All right, and as well as the truth, it also discerns how much of a hearsay or a scoffer junk is bullcrap. All right. So that's why we're not supposed to hold back our sword, because it's got to be. This has to be spun. All this got to be spun. It got to be clean. Okay. This is Matthew chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid." All right. This city we trying to illuminate right now is, of course, the new city of Yasharallah, man. The gospel, the good news. We're trying to tell our people that they are the true Israelites according to the scriptures, and that, hey, if you are the blood of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you could be saved. You could be one of the hopeful elect. Yours is on part of that number, or the 1/3. And yeah, you can get salvation out of this upcoming destruction, being them thermonuclear destruction, ICBMs, 200 million of them. And of course, a more recent one is economic collapse, a crime for wine in the streets. All right, as you can see, the dollar is depreciating every week. All right, you see other countries. you see Russia, of course, putting what you call it, ICBMs in Venezuela. Missiles in Venezuela. I believe Mexico. Well, I say Venezuela, but nonetheless, we are in the beginning of Jacob's trouble, and then we're in the beginning of World War III, and we're in the beginning of economic collapse. All right, so this is not just a spiritual thing. It is physical. You know, this is a physical thing. It's going to happen on this earth. You know, and it's time to wake up to the fact that it's coming very soon. All right, verse 15 says, "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and giveth light unto all that are in the house." All right, so this is the house that the Lord has made. All right, and the light that the light that Yahweh is allowing us to receive, through Him, is something that we're supposed to be able to light everyone candle, man, because Yahweh is a true fire and candle, and He gave it to His disciples, and of course the bystanders, and everyone on down. He gave it to His servants. All right. So verse 16 says, "Let your light shine let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." All right. So comment. That's what the Most High is coming to. That's what the Most High want us to do, not to hold back our sword, not to work deceitfully, not to hide the truth, but to show every truth to everybody. All right, because that's literally why we're here, man. Yeah, imagine even being on this. Imagine even being in this place for another how you call it another 20, 30. Let's go real high. 100 years, 20 years. The earth wouldn't probably even be here, man. Esau is on his way to want to make his new world order, his basically a satanic order with robots and what you call it? Yeah. Hey, basically stuff you see on TV. That's what Esau. He's the ultimate arch enemy, or the ultimate villain. All right, but the Lord is gonna make quick. It's gonna make change out of him, out of his $5 behind. And he in his first working part is using his prophets. So it started from Abba Bivens, man, the like a forerunner, man. Telling Yahweh Shai is coming, and Yahweh Shai is coming. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18. Well, because that verse 17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." So man. So not telling somebody about this truth is detrimental to your survival and your salvation, because you are the wielder of that truth and that sword, and you have the knowledge, in the knowledge and wisdom. They don't. They're ignorant. They don't know. Of course, you have some fools that do know and still don't do right, but that's the swine. But for the ones that are ignorant, you have to tell them, whether you like it or not. All right, so verse 19, "Yet thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." So man. Ultimately, that's 2/3 of our people. Sooner or later, they're all gonna hear the word, man. It's probably countless of people that probably heard about the truth. If the Lord wanted them to hear the correct way, he could have. Luckily, some brothers they hear the right way. Like they might hear us. Shoot, they might hear us, and then they'll hearken, or they'll have a dream about it, and they'll find a good camp, and so on and so forth. Some might just find IOIC. ISUPK, or GLCC. Those are a little bit more abundant here in Jasper, Florida. They have camps and all that stuff. I didn't even know all about all that. Like, I didn't see them first, but they are way more abundant, and a handful of people know about them, but they only know entry level stuff, because GLCC is on some other junk. They dodging weird as a mug, and of course IUIC, it's all them going off. Anyways, But once you tell them about the truth and nothing but truth, true name, the prophecy about America be destroyed, MTB, the economic collapse, then there you go. You know, now you completed the puzzle. Now you know you're an Israelite, and you're not a king yet. You know, because you know I see a little pride for the car of the prophet. They call themselves kings already, or gods already. Nah, we not that yet. We want to be that. You know, Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, we become that. You know, but this is a humble, pace race. You know, the turtle wins the race. You know, we really like a hare, but hey, the turtle is going to win the race. Esau is trying to um, go fast because you know you got a short time, man. You know, but ultimately the turtle gonna win, man. But Yahweh does all that was edifying little lesson, and with that, I like to say shalom.